Hello and welcome to Surviving Pandemic Quarantine. I'm your guide, Jesse Cruikshank, and I am here on the eve or the very last day of my 5th week in quarantine. Tomorrow starts my 6th week in quarantine. And I can tell you what, as an extrovert, this has been difficult. Um, so today I just wanted to tell you about my day. This is, good day, bad day. I woke up, prayed with my friend at 7 a.m. like I do, and I went back to bed afterwards. So I get up, I don't even have coffee. I don't do any of that. I literally went back to bed for an hour and a half um, after this morning. And so I was just so tired. I was feeling pretty blue and depressed, and going back to bed seemed like a good idea. So at 9:30, you're like, "Oh, I got to get out of bed. I got work to do. I got a day. I got appointments." And so, you sleep till 9:30 cuz you're depressed, but then you wake up at 9:30 and you're like, "Dude, I feel like a loser." Just the shame of it. So that makes you more depressed. So I kind of had a little bit of a difficult morning, but had to run for some emergency supplies, the things that we ran out, to the grocery store. I wanted to do that in the middle of the day where there'd be less people, and got a impulse buy, got a pineapple. So I brought it home, and the pineapple cut open to it, and it wasn't ripe enough, and there were reports that I kind of sat on the couch and cried for about 5 minutes about that. I don't have a second source on those, so they haven't been confirmed at this point. They're just rumor, um, that there was a pineapple meltdown. So, we'll just have to see how that plays out. But I went to work, did work, and just was kind of just having a difficult day, right? Because we have difficult days. Took my dog on her walk for my daily ritual of doing that, and while I was out, things just started to turn for me. I had a great conversation before I went with a good friend that helped, and while I'm out, I'm really noticing that the flowers are starting to bud on the trees, and I really love that. And then I saw one of my most favorite things in the whole world, and that is a duck butt. So when the ducks are like diving and eating, and their little butts are sticking up in the air, it doesn't matter what's going on in my world. That makes me laugh. It's the silliest, cutest thing ever. So I saw a bunch of those around the lake, and then my dog Rosie, who's a 70-pound Weimaraner, she started prancing. So whenever we would pass another dog, she would stick her head up in the air, and she would smell the air and like throw her ears back. I don't know if she checked her nails, but she definitely tossed her hair, and would high step and just strut, and dare I say prance, as she passed these other dogs. She didn't do it for people, but she did it for the dogs. Like, she was the most beautiful, regal thing walking around that lake. And it just cracked me up so much to see her do that, to see her personality in that. And uh, between all of those, I came home pretty happy from my walk. So half good day, half bad day, but that was today. So I just want to encourage you, whatever your day looks like, it's fine. If you're not being productive, if you're depressed, if you're having fatigue, just be kind to yourself today. Tomorrow's a new day, or even a half day is a new day. But just give yourself a little bit of grace. It's totally fine to be hitting the wall. It's just part of the grieving that we're all doing as we cope with this.